All right, today we're going to be talking about, are Colombian dating apps dangerous? Man, that's a doozy right there. Are Colombian dating apps dangerous? So there's not like particularly Colombian dating apps. They're just apps here on Play Store, or iPhone, iTunes, whatever the case may be, that are going to be mostly 99.9% of people are going to go to Tinder. Some people go to Bumble. And then people who are really looking for love will go to Colombian Tips, yeah. No, ColombianCupid.com. ColombianCupid.com. I have an affiliate link. If you decide that you're really looking for a serious relationship, Colombian Cupid has some great things, because the reason why you cannot swipe left, you cannot swipe right. You have to like, and you have to write a sentence, and you have to write a profile, and you have to go through like a vigorous thing of like 20 different questionnaires. So that's only for people who are really looking for a relationship here in Colombia. You could section it off like, Medellin, Bogota, wherever city you're at. And they have usually on average, they have about 1,200 to 1,700 girls that are relatively active on there. And they're not, I shouldn't say girls, they're not like the super hot ones that you'll find on Tinder. And the reason why, a lot of them that are on Tinder are just escorts. And I'm just being real here. They're on escorts. You swipe left, you swipe right. If she's in a bikini, she's in a thong, she's showing a lot of cleavage, 99.9% of the time she is an escort. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not judging. It's just the way it is. I'm just telling you the truth. So we've had four people die in the last, 30 days in dating apps. We've had 4 deaths here on dating apps, and what they're doing is they're setting up fake profiles. And when I say they, I mean organized crime, organized gangs. They're organized, and what they're doing is they're targeting foreigners. The reason why they're targeting foreigners, because they know you're just passing through, and the likelihood of you submitting a police report is very minimum. Mostly because they know police are not going to do much, and sometimes, unfortunately, the police are corrupt themselves. So it's like the gangs pay them off, and it goes right down the line. So it's like, can't really win on Tinder. That's like on Colombian Cupid, you have to verify. It has a big stamp on there that says like she's been verified. She sent her ID in there, or a passport. Not to say that it's foolproof, but it makes it just one more step. That's why I like ColombiaTips.com, the site that I work for, is that, we do the verification process. We go to their house, we get their fingerprints, and get a lot of photos of them. Does it make it foolproof? No. Is there anything foolproof in life? No. So it's like, all we do, just like when I do stock trading, is like, minimize risk, minimize your risk. It's a risk coming here to Colombia. Let's minimize that. It's a risk going outside. It's a risk catching the bus. It's a risk, surfing. So you got to minimize these risks. Getting back to the dating apps, are they super dangerous here in Colombia? And the short answer is, yeah, they're more dangerous here. But if you know what you're doing, and it's a part of my safety class too, and I hate to inject that again, because I'm just hammering away about, I'm not trying to send you an advertisement kind of video. It's just, you need someone to educate you about the culture down here and some pitfalls and stuff that I've experienced, and that a lot of my friends experience. So I just kind of like hear them, write them down, and then send that knowledge to you guys, so you can get a little tidbit of it, save your life, Mason. And like I said, 4 people have died. The reason why they died is because they were scoped, and which means scopolamine is a drug down here that they put in your drink. You can't taste it, nothing. How you doing? So you can't taste this scopolamine whatsoever. I mean, they put it in your drink, and you're gonna knock out. I've been scoped a little bit one time, and I say a little bit is because as soon as she put it in my drink, I'm not a big drinker, and I'm a small dude. So as soon as I started drinking it, I took a little sip. I would say in about 5 minutes or less, I started feeling the effects of the scope. I started getting dizzy and like a little bit droopy. So what I went to, I was right around the corner, was a little salsa place right here in Parquilletas area. So what I went to the restroom, and I took some cold water and I splashed it on my face because I was on a date with this girl. So I was like, what the hell is going on? And so when I looked up in the mirror, As soon as I looked up in the mirror, I was like, oh shit, I got scoped. That's why I was so sleepy. So I immediately took the money out. It was like 100 mil for the bottle. She bought a stupid bottle. I can't believe this. On my tab, it was $25. She ordered a bottle of aguardiente, and I don't even drink. And then I had my cerveza, I had my beer or whatever. So, yeah, and she kept on cheersing too. She kept on trying to get me to drink. So I was like, it was just a bunch of red flags. Anyways, so I paid the 100 mil, which is $25, and I gave it to the lady, the waitress. I didn't say bye to this girl or nothing. And, you know, she supposedly was a church girl. She was from Rio Negro. Yeah, right. You can't trust anybody down here, dude. It's crazy. So when I left, I paid the tab. I didn't even wait for my change because I was scared that I might pass out and they might take my phone, or I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. It was my first, like, couple of months here in Medellin. It was my first couple of months here, so I was scared, you know. And I lived up the hill. I lived in Provenza. So what does that mean? This is what scared me, is that I have to walk uphill. That means my heart starts pumping and that blood starts circulating, and I was scared that I would pass out in the street. I promise you, dude, because there was a lot of stories here. I mean, it just happens all the time. People get scoped and they pass out and they get all their stuff robbed, and I just didn't want that. So anyways, I went home. I made it home, thanks be to God. I went to sleep for, I promise you, for about 14 hours, you know, and I only had a little bit of it. Now, getting back to the dating apps, the reason why I say that, the reason why they died, those 4 people died recently on Tinder, is because these women, they're not doctors. They're not pharmacists, you know? So they can put too much in your drink and you just won't wake up. This is it. This is the whole thing. They're not going to murder you. They're not going to shoot you. They're not going to strangle you. It's the fact they put too much in your drink. You know, they don't know your body weight. They don't know how, you know, they just like estimate, like, oh, I don't know, put a little bit in there. And then they don't wake up and then you die. You just never wake up. And this is not like an opinion. These are facts. You know, it's like I'm not being opinionated about these people that just died. One of them was a diplomat from France or so, I don't even know, some diplomat. He just died in Lorella's. So, you know, it's very serious living down here. You can't let your guard down for anything. And I hate to inject this again, but I do have that safety class at ColombiaTips.com. Then you go to courses and just go to safety. And it's $50. It'll be the best $50 that you ever spend in your life. And I don't offer you a 30-day. I don't offer you a 90-day, 180-day refund. I'm like, at any time you feel like you didn't learn anything, just give you your money back. Don't worry about it. And keep the course. That's how much I back my course so much. It's like, there's no way you cannot learn from this course. So anyways, dating apps here can be great, but you have to be on guard and you have to know these little red flags. And no, just because you got off the bus or the airplane and your Tinder started going crazy down here does not mean you got super good looking. And your looks did not change when you got off the airplane. There's an intention behind these women that are liking you. And most of the time it's money or some other reasons, you know, we talk about. So just be careful. If you're really trying to find love down here, use the link below, ColombianCupid.com. I have a little link, full disclosure. I make $2 or something, or $1.70 off for any member that subscribes. But that's if you're looking for true love and you can really find, man, I found the love of my life, 2 of them on there. Yeah, so I met Cindy when my first 3 months here. Beautiful woman. I messed that up, but she had a kid. And the second one was Elena. I moved to Bogota for her. So, you know, I found 2 great loves of my life on that site. You know, there was no games. There was no money. They both didn't ask me for money. And even when I tried to give them money, they wouldn't take it. I promise you, I would have to sneak it into her backpack. Because they're like, oh, I'm not an escort. You know, and I respect that. One was a banker and the other one worked for like a real estate company or something. So you're going to find some great women there. And if you're not looking for that, then, you know, that Colombian Cupid may not be the right place. If you're just going to be here for a little bit of time, you just need a hookup. So Tinder might be the right place. You know, if you just want to hook up and, you know, do your thing, that's a whole different thing. But if you're looking for love, Colombian Cupid probably is the best dating app, you know, out there. In Colombia, bro. In Colombia. So, anyways, I'm Alan from ColombiaTips.com. ColombiaTips.com. I've been living here for 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're at the right place when you want information about Colombia. And like I said, I lived all over Colombia, including Medellin, Bogota, Santa Marta, Cartagena, Jardín. Damn, I'm missing some other places. Sabaneta. I have one other place. Oh, Envigado. There we go, right there. I lived in all those different places. You're at the right place. You're at the right person if you want to learn about Colombia culture. See you on the next one. Hit that thumbs up and like and subscribe if you felt like you learned something from this video. I'll see you on the next one, folks. Peace out.